What's going on YouTube, man? BG Tech Life. Thank you for stopping by. This is Team 100 Tech Chat, episode 14. For right now, we got my fellow Team 100 members in the building. I'm BG Tech Life. You can find me on YouTube.com, BG Tech Life. You can find me on Instagram, BG Tech Life, Twitter, BG_Tech Life. And I also have RP3 over on YouTube. Go ahead and introduce yourself, sir.
What's up, everybody? My name is Rob Pouncey, aka RP3. That's what I use as my tag on YouTube. But you can find me at youtube.com/Rob Pouncey. You can also follow me on Twitter at RP Roman numeral 3 Tech. And if you feel like following me on Instagram, I'm at Robber, spelled with an ER, 32.
Okay, and we also have Mr. Forbes Tech Review in the building. Member of Team 100. Go ahead and introduce yourself, sir.
Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Joseph from Forbes Tech Reviews. You can follow me on YouTube at youtube.com/Forbes Tech Reviews and at Twitter at ForbesReviews. So pretty much that's where I'm at. I have a Facebook page too, Forbes Tech Reviews. If you want to follow that, I post some videos there also. So let's get this going.
Hey, well.
So, guys, what's
we going?
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead, Rob.
No, I was gonna ask you guys. Huh?
No, I'm listening to you, Rob.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, okay. I thought you were saying something. I keep hearing you saying stuff, but I'm just looking up at the chat to see who's popping in. So far, we only got Mr. Allen. So I don't know if we should wait a second and see who pops in before we start jumping into some good talk. I hate to waste some good talk and ain't nobody here.
Right.
So right now I'm checking the screen and we're riding on empty right now except for Al. Hey,
No.
Alan, super chat is wide open, so feel free.
Feel free, Alan. Go ahead and drop me about $25, something small. Go ahead and drop me $25 super chat real quick, Alan. We know you just got off work. Go ahead and drop that.
Alan.
We got Mr. Jermaine Farmer. What up, Mr. Farmer, for dropping in?
What's going on, Mr. Farmer?
You know, we only got you the only one in the group so far, Mr. Farmer.
So what you want to hear about, Jermaine? We got Jermaine in here. What's going on? What topics? What's on your mind, Jermaine? As far as tech go, I can't answer all your problems, but you can hit it with the tech questions. You can bring them here.
He's waiting for his Note 8.
He's still waiting for the Note 8?
I think so.
Wow.
We got us in the building. Tech
for
your needs in the building. Shout out to Tech for your needs. We got them in the building.
What's up? Hey, did anybody hear about that Essential was supposed to be on sale for $400? Or was that Alan just running his mouth?
We got
I heard it.
Go ahead, somebody. What's up, Alan?
Albert,
Sean, Tech for your needs. Sean just jumped in. Hey, y'all, before we get filled up, if anybody got a quick question, throw it out there to us. I know Sean been wanting to get in on one of these chats.
Yeah, man, we definitely gotta get the dudes that's here and the females that's here every Friday night. We definitely gotta get them, and outside of just the calling, but like really in the stream.
Yeah, we do. Hey, Albert says BG's in 144p.
He's wrong. They always come at you, BG. Why they be coming after you, man?
I don't know.
Miguel said, "What's up, fellas?"
What's up, Miguel? He got the Jermaine said he got the Note 8. Are they going to charge me when I send in send in trade-in device?
That's a
Yeah,
good question.
I think your price, I think whatever you pay for, like if you paid if it's like a 500 and some odd dollar deal where you get three or 400 off, depending on what you trade in, they're supposed to give you so many days, and then they'll charge you the full amount. They're going to give you some time to get it in. That's what I thought.
Yeah, normally that's how it go.
Yeah, that's what happened to
They
me. I
normally
didn't have no. They told me I have X amount of days to send in my phone, or else I would be charged the full price.
Well, I think on his thing, if I'm not mistaken, in Telegram, is that they actually ship the phone. I guess he has it, but they never
Right.
charge his credit card for it.
Right.
At all.
They're waiting for him to send in the trade in.
Oh.
And then once he get that trade in, he'll get that discounted price. Because why would they charge you full price, then got to turn around and try to credit you back the money? You know, that's too much of a hassle for them. They're better off waiting and see if you're gonna send in the trade in before they crack you over the head for the full price.
I guess they figure they got
point.
your credit card information. They got your credit card information, so whenever they feel like hitting you, they're gonna hit you. So just make sure you get that device in there.
And you already gave them permission too, so trust me, I work for a bank.
Right. All right. Important for you. I'm trying to read what Miguel said. I have an important for you guys. I don't get there. Oh my goodness. Don't pay attention to Miguel. Miguel is in rare form. Miguel said that Best Buy has the essential phone for $350.
$350.
That's what I don't. Man. I can't believe that.
I could sell my phone. Is it for? It might be for Sprint.
I'm trying to read Jermaine's. Jermaine's pumping out the question. So they held the payment to start the order. They sent, hey, I guess a certain amount back. Then they sent the whole amount back. I'm assuming they might be waiting for that for his trade-in to come in. I don't know if they you got to get it back in. You got to get it back in at a certain time, and then if you don't, or if even if the phone is damaged and it doesn't meet the way you describe it, they're gonna adjust it, and you'll pay whatever that phone is worth. But
I mean that makes sense.
Yeah, because I mean
he might get a free phone.
Right. I mean they got to examine the phone. They got to do a whole lot of little things to make sure the phone is worth the trade-in.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? They so particular about these phones for the trade-in, right? When I got the SA Plus, I had I had the S7 Edge on AT&T. So when I took the S7 Edge, SA Plus came out. I just had completely paid off the S7 Edge.
Right.
So I had, I gave him back the S7 Edge and gave him whatever the difference was that I owed, maybe like another $400 or something like that. Right. And the thing was, the first month I bought my S7 Edge. One of them green pixelated lines through the screen, like one straight green line, real thin, going through the screen. So I sent it back. I contacted AT&T. Put me in touch with.
We lost him. We lost the host.
BG. Oh well.
BG must be in the basement. Miguel said he got some Henny on deck. I feel like BG. BG was still.
You there, BG?
edge.
He's still talking though. BG,
Yeah,
can you hear us?
You
Like,
kind of
we didn't
going in
hear
and out
where
right
you
now.
said. Oh,
He rejoined the
how,
call.
how did how did he rejoin the call?
I don't know. Anyhow, all right. So let's go ahead. Me and you talk, Joseph. Let's me and you talk for a while. So you
Let's
got
do it, dude.
you got the iPhone 8 Plus, right? And how
No,
you been liking it? Oh, you don't? I thought you
I
got
don't
the
have it.
iPhone 8 Plus.
No,
Oh, okay. I thought you
no,
got it.
that's the only phone I don't have.
Oh, okay. Because I actually I didn't want to say cave in, but I was trying to wait to see which one I wanted to. I was going to do the 10, and I've been seeing a lot of good things about the 8 Plus, and I kind of caved in and got it. So I got it right
You got
here.
it?
Yeah,
What?
I got it. Yeah, I went ahead and got
When?
it. I picked it up today, and I
Really?
did a quick unboxing, and I put it on my channel right quick. And it it's still like the 7, but I'm looking forward to that 4G. I mean that 4K, 60 frames per second. I heard it's a beast. I've been seeing people's videos, so I want a little bit of piece of that action, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, like Alan had that 4K at 60 frames per second video, and I was like, man, this is nice. And actually, my little boy, the only reason I'm gonna get the iPhone or X is basically just to review it, put it on the channel. But my little boy wants an iPhone. He's been asking for one, but now he's asking for the iPhone 8 Plus, and I'm trying to get him to hold on. Like, no, come on, I want to review the new design, the new shape. But he's like bugging me every day to get the 8 Plus. But I'm thinking I'm gonna hold off. But the video on 4K at 60 frames per second, I mean, I don't. I said the iPhone was boring, but you can't argue with that video. That video is nice. You look at Alan's channel, and it's nice. It's on point. It looks amazing. I mean,
have you seen the Geekbench scores that thing's been putting out? It's putting out like MacBook benchmarks.
I think one was like 4,500 or something. I seen 4,600.
I think it's more than that. TK did one. TK, he did a Geekbench on it, and it's a beast, man. That phone, this phone, I haven't even had a chance to put it through its paces yet, but I'm kind of looking forward to it. My daughter probably will end up with this phone. They probably end up with it.
Real quick, Miguel said that BG spilled Henny on his router. Everybody in the comments. Miguel said I look like Big Dog with facial hair. Let's see.
Somebody said he's flying the bits to us using pigeons. Albert said that.
Poor people. Poor me.
Miguel said he's using a Sprint hotspot. Oh snap! Oh, Sean said it's 2G. It's 2G. LOL. That's his nickname. 2G.
On the iPhone, Big Dog just said I can't see the stream on YouTube. Screwing up on iPhone. Maybe he's making a comment towards Jay Fulmer.
Okay.
I think Jay Fulmer was I think Jay Fulmer was talking bad about the 8 Plus.
Yeah, Jermaine doesn't like TK. He said TK is the worst. Yeah, don't get me wrong. He ain't my main go-to for tech news, but I just happened to run across his Geekbench score. Yeah, TK is raw. Oh, what's up? You all right? You all right,
Yeah,
BG?
yeah.
All right. Yeah, man. They are. You know, I'm tired of these dudes clowning my dude BG, man. Y'all going to stop doing that.
Hey, he does it to himself, though. Like, oh, I'm gonna come back
BG,
for.
BG, you need an office, man. You need to tell somebody to vacate one of them rooms in your house and you make it into an office.
Man, this is the office. I gotta
Oh,
get an
okay.
extender. I gotta
Oh,
get
okay.
an. I gotta get an extender.
You need to get that Google Home or it's another one out there that I wish I can remember the name off the top of my head. It's a couple of them out there, man. You can just look at some YouTube reviews of them, I guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna try them out. I got a couple. Actually, I got some free from Alki. Alki sent me a couple back in the day. I never even opened the box.
Oh, okay. Well, you may want to
Albert
get
said.
some.
Albert said BG's back in full SD.
Oh my God. So we're gonna act like you ain't an iPhone follower. Jermaine and Big Dog is going back and forth in the comments.
Yeah. They going back and forth. Hey BG, I don't know if you were seeing the stream, but Rob got the iPhone 8 Plus.
Yeah, I seen that, Rob. You kind of snuck that one in there. I didn't expect that.
Yeah, man. I went ahead and picked it up. I'll see if I like it. I'm quite sure I'm gonna like it. It's iPhones to me is the kind of phone you got to hold on to appreciate them. It's
Right.
hard because like I could have just as easily gave back my iPhone 7 Plus last year easily within 30 days, but I decided to hold on to it and just give it a chance, and it actually grew on me. The continuity
Right.
of
Right.
the iMessenger, being able to airdrop videos, it grew on me. So, but you have to give it a chance. It's boring as hell. Don't get me wrong. It's very boring, but like how we say, it's a stable ecosystem.
I think a lot of
Exactly.
people gonna go. A lot of people gonna go to that 8 Plus eventually. Dealing with that when they drop that X. I think a lot of people that was waiting for the X. I think they eventually gonna go over, slide over to the 8 Plus.
Oh yeah, they already got problems, supply and problems. I hear so many different stories. I don't know which one to believe. First, they said they're having problems with their imaging, 3D
Right.
imaging
Right.
deal, whatever it is. That's going to hold up production. I don't know if Apple is going to artificially hold up production to try to develop some kind of hype. I mean, I don't, it's going to be a mess. I got a feeling once that phone sell out or whatever, when it goes on back order, people are not going to be able to get that phone until after the new year.
They talking about yeah, they already talking about that. Like it's gonna be a short supply of those phones, and it might not be till January when you get to put your hands on it. If you don't get that first small batch that they got out there,
Right. I mean,
when they do put that batch out.
they're gonna have some for Christmas, but I don't know. Like I said, I don't know how they're gonna release that phone. Is it gonna be a little bit at a time, or are they're gonna go full capacity and just let it run out? It'll
I
be
th-
interesting to see what they do.
I just think they kind of shot. I think Apple kind of shot themselves in the foot for real. I think they should have kind of waited with that phone because you kind of messed up your iPhone 8 sales, dropping that X and hyping up that X when the 8 was dropping. And I don't think that X is gonna be, it's gonna be something different and something new for guys like us. But for the average consumer, and it's gonna be very hard to obtain. It's gonna probably be way worse than when the 6 came out.
It's
So
gonna be worse than the Pixel. To me, it's gonna be worse than what they did with that Pixel. That Pixel was ridiculous. There was no way Google should have been backlog like February and March. I mean, it was ridiculous what they did. And
if I didn't cancel my order, I was waiting for it.
man, that people Jermaine said the iPhone 10 is a novelty that will wear off quick. I know some of y'all agree with that. Some of y'all, I mean, well, big dog.
I think it's not going to be jumping like that. The iPhone, I think the iPhone 8 Plus is going to be the one to go with. Honestly, like outside of, I mean, you know, I'm not the biggest Apple guy, but I mean, you do if you in that ecosystem, you did get a couple upgrades. And as far as me, I do like how that build is looking. Like that silver with that white back, that thing is looking slick to me. So, you know.
Well, I got the silver. It looks like an off-white to me.
Yeah, it's like milk. It almost reminds me of like milk almost. I really like how that thing looks. So
yeah,
that color nice though, Rob. But do y'all think that like the regular iPhone users will wait for the X, get it, and then like get sick of it within 10 days and return it and then pick up the 8 Plus?
No, I think it's the opposite. I think they're gonna try to get that 10, and then get mad they can't get it, and they're gonna be settling for that 8 Plus.
I don't know with that 10 not having Touch ID with only that facial recognition. It depends on how well that facial recognition goes over and how well it works. Because I mean I know it's Apple, but that's it's unpredictable. It could go to the left or it could go to the right. So I think it depends on how well that is working and how people can adapt to not having a home button or a fingerprint scanner. And,
the thing about Apple people though, man, they're gonna stick with it because they don't have no other choices. They don't have a Samsung iPhone. They just got iPhone. So they're gonna ride it out.
But you gotta think. But if you think about it, bro, I'm just saying, if you think about it, you got folks that own iPhones and they hold out. You got people still with iPhone 6s and 6Ss that's confident right now that's waiting to the next iPhone. So, you can wave something in their face, but I feel like, as long as true Apple folks, as long as they got a phone that's in that ecosystem that work with iTunes and all that, they pretty much cool. It's a group of them that need the newest thing all the time. But as far as just jumping on the iPhone X because it's the newest one, not all iPhone people going to do that because that's one of the big reasons they don't come over to Android.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You're making my point. They're going to stay in that ecosystem, whether they get the new one or not. They don't have no choice. So if they decided to dip in for that 10, and let's say they got the 10, they're not going to abandon iPhone because that facial recognition is not working. They're not going to abandon it. They're going to stay.
I don't think they're going. I don't think they're going to leave iPhone.
Like with us,
I don't think
we had choices. Android, we had choices. When Samsung was messing up, we had choices. Or if you're an LG person, if LG screws up, you had a choice.
That is true.
Right.
Go ahead, Rob. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm talking too much. Go ahead.
I was just going to read some comments. Miguel's still bugging on BG. He said that we need to start a GoFundMe for better internet for BG. Jermaine said that no fingerprint is going to kill the 10. Android Stud or Mr. Leo says Apple is going to sell out quick in that X. I guess this means that it's going to sell out quick. Big Dog says, I agree, no fingerprint will kill the iPhone X. And Leo is laughing at Miguel. And I'm not going to read what Big Dog and Jay Fomer are saying to each other.
You know what? To to a techie who appreciates fingerprints and the fingerprint sensor and stuff like that, it'll kill it for us. But I mean, I'm quite sure us and a lot of people in the stream, they're probably at their place of employment. They're that person's go-to tech person. You know what I'm saying? At my job, I get asked a lot of tech questions, and to be honest with you, I see a lot of people who have fingerprint sensors on Android phones. They don't even use it. They still putting in PIN numbers, or they doing a swipe because it's quicker to them. And even if that facial recognition don't work, they're going to be swiping or pinning in their phones, getting into their phones. So I mean, I think to a person who's a little bit more smarter, who's a little bit more into tech, will probably understand, you know, why they missed that fingerprint sensor. But there's a lot of everyday people, man. They're not
don't
gonna
use it.
know the difference. Yeah, they're not gonna know the difference.
Yeah, because I sold my Galaxy S8 Plus today to somebody at work, and I was like, hey, you got to set up your fingerprint scanner. You know what? He put a PIN number in. I'm like, why are you not going to use the fingerprint scanner, the iris scanner, the face recognition? He goes, no, I just use the PIN number, and that was it.
Yeah, man.
You know,
That's
so
stupid.
yeah, you know, so definitely. I think the Apple fans will buy the X, and they probably will adapt to it because they just love the iOS. I mean, Apple fans love the iOS. They love the simple part of it, and that's it. I mean, you know, I have the Essential phone, and it's boring as heck too. And I'm starting to like more stock Android, but when I get the X, I'm hoping I'm enjoy the iOS on it, have fun with it, and just give you my honest opinion. But I think the Apple fans will just stick with the X because it's Apple. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
Now, the only thing that might turn them off, like you said earlier, was that if they don't have the supply, they may go to the 8 Plus because they just want to upgrade. You know, they may not want to wait to January or February of next year to get the iPhone X. You know, they might just go for the 8 Plus or the 8.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey,
But I guess we will find out in a little bit.
Yeah, you're right. Hey, give me 1 second. I got to step away. Give me 1 second, guys.
No problem.
All right.
BG, you still there, right?
Yeah, I'm still here for now.
For
Now,
now.
like I was right, but what do you think about that V30? That V30 is supposed to be dropping. I know it's dropping on Verizon. Supposedly the 5th, October 5th, and
I
they.
heard
I
T
think
on the 5th too.
yeah. So they kind of on the ball with that. I think it's about $800.
Yes, on T-Mobile
That's the
it's
price.
800 with
Yeah.
$80 down and $30 a month. So what my plan is, I actually have a G6 somewhere around here. I'm gonna jump my G6 to the V30 and just make payments or pay it off when I can. That's why I
Right.
like
I think I
T-Mobile
got
so
a.
much. I can jump.
I got the V20, and I think my V20 paid for, so I can go ahead and just upgrade and just maybe just I could bring that in. I'm probably gonna keep it because that's been more of my go-to phone for a camera, like the LG phones, because most of the times I'm recording my Samsung phones or my iPhone or whatever. But the iPhone, I use my 7 Plus a lot too, making YouTube videos. The 7 Plus is clutch when making videos and stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, I think the V30 should be good. It's just that, I mean, again, when did they release? When did they talk about it? Back in August. So, I mean, sometimes they just drop the ball. And I know Rob was a little upset that only Sprint will get the LG V30 Plus, which
Yeah, the one.
when I was reading, it's only 128 gigs. I think that's the only difference between the phones. I'm not sure though.
Yeah,
But
I read
I
that
know
too.
Rob.
You still hear me?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
What's
okay.
up, guys? Okay, I'm back.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but they were saying that I don't understand why they call it a plus and the only upgrade is the storage. I didn't understand that.
Yeah, me neither. But I don't understand it. But I know Rob was mad in that little group me chat, dogging out LG because they bring the plus only to Sprint, but you know it's only 120. What? It's double the storage. I mean, I
Man,
don't think that's too big of a deal.
the dumbest thing in the world. That's like giving a heart transplant to a 95-year-old. You know, that don't make no
All
sense.
right.
No, knowing that 95-year-old ain't gonna do nothing with that heart. But anyway, that giving it to Sprint, man, oh, that ticked me
uh,
off.
That was like it.
to take away from that V30 real quick, Jermaine asked us what's the best Android out right now.
I don't know, because we're still waiting. There's a few of them coming out. I mean, if you based on what you know right now is U11, the Plus, Samsung S8 or the Plus, and the Note, until we can see what the V30 and what else?
I agree with Dave. The HTC U11, Albert's OnePlus 5 for me, and
Yeah,
then the Note
1+5.
and the Note 8 in there too. You know, I'm actually filming with the U11 now. But yeah, I mean, that's the top three for me: the Note 8, the OnePlus 5, and the U11.
I'm using
Right now,
U11 right now. I'm using U11 right now.
yeah, me too. Me too. I actually gave my boy my OnePlus 5 though. He had the iPhone SE, and he's like, I want to try Android. So I told him pick a phone, and he picked the OnePlus 5. So yeah, he's actually rocking that like the last 2 days. You know,
Yeah,
I missed it already though. But
yeah. My mother.
PG, what you think?
What you think?
What I think, as far as Android phones, right now, I don't have the HTC U11, so I'm rocking with what I use on a daily is the between the Note 8 and the S8 Plus, and outside of that, all I got really is the V20 and the HTC 10. So I give it to the Note 8 because that's just my that's just a little bit of fanboy in me. But like I said, I don't have, the HTC U11 or the I ain't gonna give it to the OnePlus 5 and all that type of stuff. That ain't really my cup of tea.
But hey, the Note 8, I'm not gonna lie, it kind of saved my butt the other day. I went to a parent meeting for my kid that's graduating this year, and I was like, oh man, I forgot a pen. Well, I bust out the Note 8, took notes, and I still have it saved. I have all the notes there. So I mean, when you use the S Pen, it's actually pretty cool. I mean, it's a have my little boy was like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Hey, I'm taking notes. I don't have a pen. I forgot a pen. I have a pen on my phone." So yeah, it works out for me. Definitely Note 8. The Note 8 is up there for me, but they need to fix that 1080p 60 frames per second though.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think they can fix it. What did I was looking at they said the Snapdragon can't be updated to do 4K at 60 frames per second. They said the Qualcomm can be upgraded, so the European ones, but you got people. They said Android Authority said it can't. So I don't know who to believe. I read one source that says that the 835 Snapdragon can't is not capable of doing 4K at 60 frames per second through an update. So, I guess it's yet to be seen. I don't know.
Big Dog said the best Android phone out right now is the ZTE Blade V8 Pro.
Why you listen to
Speaking
Big
of
Dog?
speaking of ZTE, they supposed to be coming out with a phone with a foldable display. I was
Yes.
on Engadget. Yeah, and they got they spent this month or next month. They supposed to be unveiling the phone. It got 2 HD screens,
Oh,
so
okay.
it could be it unfold into like 6.8 inches. And they say if each display is like 1920 by 2160,
Mhm.
and when it's closed, it's less than 10 millimeters thick. And it's gonna have an 820 with 4 gigs of RAM and a
Wow.
single 20 megapixel shooter on the back, and it's gonna be on AT&T
Wow.
exclusive.
Man, that sounds nice. That sounds nice.
Yeah, yeah. So that's what ZT is supposed to be. It's code name the Multi. So we'll see. We'll see what tricks they got up their sleeves or whatever. As far as they on a nice carrier though. At least it's not on Sprint.
Uh,
You wrong. You wrong for that one. Anyhow, hey, did anybody there was a video I might post it later about where they compare uh, a $50,000 red camera with the LG V30 and
I seen that video.
they redid a movie scene with it with both cameras with the V30 on top of it and they shot it in log. I think that's what it's called, log. Not log, but is it what they call it? I forgot when you shoot it where you can where you have the best video where you can adjust it better in post, meaning you can adjust the colors the way you want it, make it
Manual mode, pro
well
mode.
it's a manual mode, but it's called C-Log. If anybody know what it is, I know Albert know what it is. I think Albert might know. But it's a form of video shooting where you see more shadows, contrast, it's way deeper, but at the same time it allows for that video to be manipulated better in production when you're editing the video. Somebody's going to mention it in the stream, but
Somebody said they seen it. Who
technical
said they seen it?
seen it. But and that LG V30 is the truth from a camera standpoint. I think it's going to be between the iPhones 8 Plus and 10, and that LG V30 for camera of the year.
So are you
What
gonna
about
get
the
the V?
I told myself I was going to wait because just like how phones drop 2 months later, that that V30 gonna drop, man. I'm not. I mean, even though it's gonna be $800, I think that's what it's gonna be.
Mobile is 800.
800, yeah. That's I'm gonna wait for it to go on sale.
So is the next step for HTC to go with a dual cameras on the back? That's their next step because
They're using the same.
how much.
I, I think they're using the same camera that's on the U11.
Did we lose him again? PG,
I'm
come back.
Android still. BG them got lost again. Oh, I'm about to read some of the comments. Leo Gomez said the V20 was banana when it comes to mics and cameras. The V30 will be better. That's crazy. Tech for You Need said, I've seen the red camera LG V30. And Tech for Your Need says it's called Cinema Log. I think that's what it is, Cinema Log. It's just a way, it's in your settings. So it's just a way, a different way to shoot video. Android still is telling me that I shouldn't wait for the V30. He said I'm going to be bored with the iPhone 8. real fast. Miguel, BG, stuck again.
they all dogging on PG again.
Miguel asked is BG streaming in Puerto Rico.
Oh boy.
They want to know if you're using that 56K modem dial up.
Yeah, you know, it had to die. You know, I can't receive any phone calls right now. I'm signed into my AOL.
Miguel just put on there. Still haven't contacted my family in Puerto Rico, but BG streaming from there.
He wants you to tell his grandma. He wants you to tell his grandma what's up. He said, "What's up?" Oh man. Android stuff say you're stealing your neighbor's Wi-Fi.
Hey, at least he gives us something to talk about every week.
Man, y'all gonna get off my homeboy like that, man. Y'all gonna get off of him like that, man. BG a hitman, and that's his regular job. Don't have BG come look for you. That's BG's job. He the hitman.
He's a hitman.
Yeah. And I'm waiting for Alan to all of a sudden just drop out of nowhere into our stream.
Hey, he's not even in the chat. He must be driving home.
I think Leo.
Like, I can't wait. I can't wait to get home and talk. I can't wait to get home and say BG 2G Tech Life and all that. Yeah, he can't wait to get on here.
He home.
I
think he's home now.
I feel the spirit.
You can feel the spirit.
Yeah, I can feel the spirit.
Oh, Leo.
Android studs out.
What's up, boys?
What's up, Leo?
Hey, I'm trying to help the stream out a little bit, man.
Oh,
Let me get that cable. Let me get that cable for him.
What you streaming on? What you using?
Who, me? Oh,
yeah.
Xfinity.
Oh, I mean, like you on a computer, your phone, or what?
Computer.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah.
All right. So, hey, we've been talking about the 10, the iPhone 10. I know you're not a big iPhone kind of guy, but do you think the 10 is like not necessarily a failure, but is it going to have problems meeting demand?
Well, from what I heard, the supply on the screen, so that doesn't seem like they're going to make as many. So, but it's still going to sell like crazy, man. I think everybody's waiting for the X. When I was at Heat Media the other day, one of the girls, she dropped her phone. I said, "Oh, you're going to get that iPhone 8?" She goes, "No, I'm waiting for the 10." So, I think a lot of people are going to get the 10. I think it's going to be in high demand because it's going to sell out. So it's probably going to be one of those phones that it's going to cost $1,000, but people are going to be paying $1,500, $2,000 just to get their hands on it. So, I mean, Apple's going to sell their phones, man. They tried something different. I don't know what their concept was as far as releasing the 8 now and then a couple of months later having the 10 come out. Maybe they're trying to do like a Samsung thing, which I know a lot of fanboys will be like, we're not copying Samsung. But maybe it's something they did where you remember when they came out with the S6 and they came out with the S6 Edge. Right. So who knows? Maybe it's one of those things where they're trying something different. Maybe they're trying to saturate the market with iPhones because, like you were saying earlier, Rob, that's a good point you made. Is that if we don't like the V30, we'll just go get the Pixel 2, or we'll go back to the Note 8, or we'll pick up the Essential. We'll go back to OnePlus 5. With an iPhone, you don't have that option.
Right. That's why I think there are people going to, even if they spend $1,000 or $1,200 on that phone, if it sucks, they're going to ride it out.
I'm with you. You know what? the people that buy Apple phones, they're devoted, man. They're dedicated people. I call them brainwashed,
Alan.
but they're dedicated. Alan, you know, I can't believe you got the iPhone 8 though. Rob, you were on the fence and you jumped off, huh?
Yeah, man. I was having some, you know, I don't know, man. I'm still within my return period if I don't like it, or if I think it's somewhat of a waste. But it's nice, man. I mean, it feels.
What do you like about it? What do you like about it when it comes to that iPhone? When you use Android most of the time, but what you're like? Do you want to pop your SIM card out, or you want to keep it in?
Right now, it was hard to pop it out for that Note. It was tough. It was tough. But I like, you know, like my kids. Yeah, man, I'm missing it. I still got it right here next to me on Wi-Fi.
She's mad at you. Don't worry about it. She'll talk to you tonight.
Yeah, but my kids are on the iPhone, Apple ecosystem, and me and my wife we're Android. And so my wife wouldn't even touch an iPhone. She doesn't like them. She wouldn't touch one. But you know, I was kind of like that until about a year and a half ago, and I kind of like, okay, I kind of see why people like it. But with this particular iteration of the phone, the camera and it's fast, but it hasn't been optimized yet, as far as like the apps and everything. But you know, I'll know more next week when I try it out at work and I'm inside of a building or something, and see how my signal is and just other things that I like to do with my phone.
What do you miss? What do you miss?
What do I miss? Customization.
Yeah.
Customization. That's the only thing that, believe it or not, if Apple allowed you to just at least move your icons around, you don't even have to give me widgets. Just allow me to move the icons around where I want.
But they're working on that fake ID right now. I mean, that Face ID. So
yeah, that's because that fingerprint in the display thing didn't work.
Yeah, Samsung wanted to do the same thing.
Right. But see, Samsung will give you a fingerprint on the back, even though it's in a bad place. Everybody give you a fingerprint. Everybody who worked on the display in the the fingerprint in the display wasn't scared to put a fingerprint sensor on the back. Apple was. I don't know why Apple didn't do it. That iPhone 10 gonna look like an S8 anyway.
Yeah, it looks like an S8. They gambled, which is a surprise because it's Apple.
Yeah.
Exactly. Miguel said the iPhone 8 is sexy. The glass look is great. Sean said, yeah, the iPhone 7S looks good, LOL. Miguel is dogging on your friend, dude. Miguel said BG is gone again. I don't know if I want to read Miguel's last comment. He said BG's on that phone.
He keeps failing just like him. Oh man. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Oh man.
The fingerprint scanner on the display is in a bad spot, I guess, for any phone. What happened if you crack your screen? Miguel told me.
It all depends. I mean, like, if you crack your screen, you still got your facial ID until you get your phone fixed. But I don't like facial ID being my only way of opening up. I mean, not my only way. You can pin it in, you can swipe in. But I mean, even if the screen cracks, like that's nothing new. It's not like screens haven't cracked before in the past, and we managed to get into our phones. So, I'm quite sure they're already working on, far as like making yourself be able to pay using your Apple Pay with your facial recognition. So even if your screen cracked, you'll still be able to use things like Apple Pay with your 3D scan on your face. And I'm quite sure Samsung going to have that in January. I mean February, whenever that S9 come out.
I'll tell you what, using the Note 8, I didn't realize how good Samsung Pay is, man. I mean, I swear, everywhere. I mean, since I got the Note 8, I missed it so much from when I had the Note 7. And that Samsung Pay is legit. I don't use Apple Pay on my iPhone because it's a work phone. So, but man, that Samsung Pay is good.
I mean, and the best part is when they say, "Oh, we don't have that here," and you put your phone to it, and it beeps, and the PC starts printing.
The best is I know the best is seeing the cashiers like Winn-Dixie and Publix with like a startled look. They're like,
"How you do that?"
And they're like, "My iPhone don't do that." I'm like, "Yeah, I know. It's okay, girl."
Yeah, you can't beat the Samsung Pay, period.
Hey, so you saw that Essential? I got that case for it. I don't know if you guys saw the video.
Yeah,
that was both videos. I'm gonna definitely go pick that up.
Yeah, it's not bad, man. It's a little expensive. It's like $22, but it's good to have for the back because you got that glass, that ceramic back, and a lot of people want to scratch that up.
Yeah, I have a deep gray skin on mine now, but I'm definitely gonna pick that. I'm gonna definitely pick that up, and then I picked up a wet screen protector for it too. So I'm gonna do a video, I guess tomorrow, and see how that works out for me.
Yeah, I got that wet screen protector too, and I tried to do a video, and then as I was taping, I was like, "Oh shoot, stop recording," because this is a little hard. So I'm gonna have to go back to the film room for that one because I didn't realize you had to. Oh yeah, you'll find out.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to do a screen install on camera. That is.
Sometimes they're easy, like tempered glass. You could do it. You could do that video in a minute 20, but some of those screen protectors that aren't tempered glass, that aren't easy, like on a Pixel or those flat screens, it's harder.
Tech 21 sent me out a screen protector, and it was like it's the impact resistant. It's for the Note 8, so it wasn't a tempered glass, but it's supposed to be like bulletproof, all this type of stuff. So I installed it. It's basically a film. It's like a thick film, and it was like the installation was super rough though. Like I put the video up, but I mean after a while, just changing a couple cases, it started to curl around the edges of the screen, so I couldn't really deal with that.
Yeah, I like Miguel just posted in the comments. What's up, Miguel? Shout out to Miguel. The Tech 21 cases, man, those are really nice. I like those cases.
Alan said he's having problems with iOS streaming live. He had to keep hitting refresh. Tell him he need to use his
Note 8. Yeah, or the S8.
I think he's talking about TK.
Oh, TK. Oh.
TK was asking if it was still working, or is this working?
Oh.
I got you.
Hey, what do you guys think about that trade-in program that Pixel's going to be doing with the Pixel 2? If you have the Pixel XL, you could trade it in for $350, I think, or $400. You think that's a good deal?
I saw that too, but it's a pretty good deal if you got the Pixel XL one. I had to cancel my order. I mean, I was waiting months for it, and I canceled it. So yeah, they took my money for sure. They wouldn't send me the phone.
Right.
Yeah, I had to get mine on Craigslist because I couldn't buy it. I mean, I wanted when it first came out, I'm like, I'm not buying that phone. It's too much money. So then I'm like, damn, I want to get the phone. They were sold out, back order. I couldn't find it anywhere. And then somebody was selling on Craigslist, and I bought it. I bought the XL there, and I still got it.
I'm trying to wait for our boy Alan to jump in if he ever is going to jump in. I got this thing I want to do with you guys called 5 questions, but I want to wait for Alan to get in before I get into the 5 questions I have. I'm gonna try to find some interesting questions to ask you guys. I'm gonna try to do it weekly.
That'll be cool.
Yeah, so I don't know if I don't know if I'm gonna try to keep them all tech related, but I'll try to keep them tech related as much as possible. But all 5 questions today are tech related. Alan, I guess
Sounds good.
He said he's not coming in. He
yeah.
gonna be in the stream.
Oh, okay, I got you. Okay, well, I
Yeah.
guess I can do. I guess I can do this right now. All right, let me get my 5 questions out. I'm gonna pull it out on my note. I got questions written down on that.
How'd you write that down? You couldn't do that on the iPhone 8, huh?
No, I couldn't do an iPhone 8. All right. Let's go. 5 questions with Team 100. I'm gonna just read the question now, and I guess if anybody want to answer it, they can jump in. If you could be CEO of a phone company, which one would you be CEO?
That is a good question. LG.
Man.
LG.
Okay.
Maybe I could turn around the marketing team.
What about you, BG? If you could be CEO.
Apple.
Whoa. Okay.
Apple. Because they've kind of lost some vision over there. You know, and I think I could replace it. They've lost some vision. You got just the money guy in charge, so I'm like a visionary, and I can help them. Samsung already has a vision, so I can help Apple out.
All right, Leo.
I had to say Google, man. I got to go with Google because I love things Google. I love everything they do over there.
Wow. Okay. All right.
What about you, Rob?
Oh, me? See. Oh. I think I can. If I was gonna be CEO of somebody, probably could be Apple or Samsung. But I think I might go with Samsung since BG went with Apple.
Front runners.
Real quick before you ask the other question or ask the other question, JQ said HTC. He will turn it around. Sean said HTC also. Alan said Apple. We knew that already. Miguel said BG is the CEO of Sprint. He's endorsing that.
Oh man!
I don't have the super chat open, but I will personally send you my PayPal if you want to put some money in my account. You know what I'm saying? If you really want to put some money in my account, I'll send you my PayPal email address. You can put some money in my account.
Miguel also said one question should be, what service is BG using for streaming? So,
all right, we can lay off on the jokes. All we doing is just promoting it to keep going. All right. All right. Here's my next question. Pick any phone that's out or out now and make at least 2 improvements to it. Let's start with BG on this question.
Right now, I would say, okay, I would take the Note. I would improve the battery life. Also, I would improve the camera, especially the front-facing camera. I would take the U11, even though I don't have this phone, but I would make it an aluminum build. I don't have two improvements for it, but I just really love that HTC 10. So I like that aluminum build.
Oh, okay. All right, Leo. Pick any phone and make at least 2 improvements to it.
I'll probably take the Essential phone.
Okay.
Add wireless charger to it, and put that Pixel camera in it.
It wouldn't be essential then if it had wireless charging. You're only getting the essentials.
Yeah, that's a good point.
All
It would
right.
be essentially awesome then.
Oh, okay. That's how you do it. That's your tagline. All right, Joseph. What will pick any phone and make 2 improvements?
OnePlus 5. Add water resistant and upgrade the screen to 2K.
Okay.
Oh, then you got an S8.
Hey, and they say with better cameras. Oh, come on, dude. OnePlus 5 cameras are better than S8, dude.
Oh man.
OnePlus
All
5 got a good camera.
Yeah, I mean, if that was me, that's the same phone I would have chosen, the OnePlus 5, and I would do 2K and probably
Screen.
2K screen and probably I don't know, the battery life was decent. I don't know. Let me try. I'm trying to be unique. Maybe more options to change the theming of the phone. You know, I like a phone to, have some type of interesting look about it. All right. My third question: what old school phone would you bring back today? Yeah,
HTC Thunderbolt.
okay. I was gonna start with Leo, but go ahead, BG. Why would you bring
That
back
was
the
my
Thunderbolt?
go-to.
That
That
was
was
your
just the
go-to.
phone I fell in love with, man. The joint had the built-in aluminum kickstand. It was the first Android phone I was rooting real heavy. It was just the go-to phone. It was a beast when it came out. I called out sick the day it came out to go buy it. I called out sick from work to go buy a phone.
You talk about the Evo?
No, the HT, the one that was on Verizon. The
Oh,
Evo
okay.
came out on Sprint, but Verizon had the Thunderbolt.
I remember
Okay.
that.
What about you, Leo? What old school phone would you bring back?
That HTC HD2.
Whoa.
Yeah, bro. That thing ran Windows, ran Android, Ubuntu. It ran everything. That thing could run iOS, I bet.
All right. And Joseph, what old school
Hey,
phone would you bring back?
just like Alan and Miguel said, my favorite phone, old time phone, was the Sidekick.
Wow. Okay.
You know,
Now,
I think it's just I don't know. I love that phone. Maybe do some changes to it. Put like a touch screen or not a touch screen, but just a little bit. Change it up. Put some 835 presets during it, and fix it
yeah.
up a little bit. But yeah, the Sidekick was a great phone. And hey, Alan and Miguel beat me to it. But that's the first phone. When you say that question, that's the first phone that popped up in my head.
Okay. All right. We got Mr. Easy Computer Solutions. He popped in. Thank you, sir, for popping in. Appreciate seeing you back. All right. Let me see here. Next question. Now, this is more along the lines like a CEO type of question, but between HTC or LG, what advice would you give them to get back on track? Now, I'm gonna give y'all give yourselves 5 seconds, and then I'm gonna call out a name, and then I want to hear what you got to say. You can pick one company, not both. Just think of one of those companies between HTC or LG. What advice would you give them to help them get back on track? I'm gonna start with Joseph. Tough question for you to start with, but
Man, that is a tough question. I'm gonna go back to the one I think I said CEO for is LG. Help them with their marketing again. If we're gonna do a keynote address, have the phone ready to release that day or the next day. I mean, let's pound this out. Let's do some commercials. Hey, why not copy Samsung? Get some YouTubers to promote it. And I think LG just needs help them in the marketing because you see the V30, it's going to be a great phone. But again, we talked about it in the end of August, and we just pre-ordered it in October. So yeah, definitely LG for me.
okay, BG, which company, HTC or LG, and what advice would you give them to get back on track?
I would say I say HTC because they need the most help, honestly. I would tell them to get back to their roots. They were making some of the bigger Android phones back in the day, so they need to get back into the forefront of that. And another marketing thing, they need to market their devices better. And also, just like clothing companies, you take clothing companies, celebrities don't pay for clothes and designer clothes and stuff. These clothing companies send celebrities the clothes for free so they can wear them. Put that phone, when you come out with something, try to put it in as many people's hands as you can. That's an angle to go at it with. But yeah, just get back to the bigger the phones, the build, stuff that you know for the boom sound speakers, dual speakers on the front. Get back to that.
All right, Leo. Between HTC or LG, what advice would you give?
I would probably go with LG because I think they have excellent hardware, excellent phone. They need to do something with their skin. I think the skin is the big turnoff for people that have LG phones. But as far as their hardware, their cameras, their screens, I think they're top notch. They're just an echelon down from Samsung and some of the other and Apple. But I think they have some potential, man. They just need to do something with their skin. They need to do something with their operating system that's on top of Android. Their skin is not working. Samsung gets away with TouchWiz because they have, the Note. They have some good phones with the S7, the S8. HTC. I'm not going to touch that one because they stumbled out the gate when the M7 was an amazing device, and then they come out with the M8, and the M9 looked the same as the M8. Then the M10, it just HTC 10. They just seemed like they didn't know what they were going to do.
All right. I kind of go along with Joseph. I will go with LG. Get your phone ready when you have your keynote. You should be no more than a week behind your keynote address. Once you announce that phone, once you hype it, that phone should be marketed and out to people, celebrities, put them in swag bags at award shows and sporting events, and, get that phone out to as many people as possible because you're already behind the 8 ball with Samsung and Apple. So I'm kind of with you, Joseph. If you're going to have a keynote, make sure that phone is ready to go a week later. Hey, Joseph, you want to read the comments?
Yeah, I was about to say that. Let's start with Easy. Easy says something about the price. Alan at PhonetechatWork said, cut the bezels, HTC, bigger screen. LG needs to release the phone before the Note. Let's see. Tech Free Needs Lewis said HTC work on the marketing. Easy also said to fix LG and HTC, the CEOs should quit, which is probably true. Alan said HTC should go with mid-rangers. That's a good point. I mean, they don't have any mid-range phones. Miguel said, I think he's talking about LG, that the marketing team all needs to be fired. So as CEO, that would be my first thing. It's like, let's fire the marketing team. Let's try to steal somebody from Samsung and rebuild our marketing team from the start.
Okay. All right, is that it? You kind of get squeaky there, Joseph.
What is that noise?
I don't know. I thought it was. I thought it was something on your end, but my bad. I don't know where it's coming from. All right, and the last question: what innovations would you add to your current daily driver right now in your pocket? BG, what would you add to make your daily driver a better phone?
An hour blaster. I add an hour blaster back to the Note 8 because that was something I was using heavy. And that's one of the reasons my V20 is still on deck and is on my nightstand because that's once you put the hour blaster on there, and I use a 5-stick, put the 5-stick remote on your app on there, you good to go.
So since I'm using the Note 8 and the Essential phone, I'm gonna go with the Essential phone. Man, what can we add?
You need a little bit of everything on that jump.
Wireless charging.
Wireless charging. What about you?
Wireless charging for this.
Wireless charging, and what else? Is that it, Joseph? Wireless charging?
Some waterproofing too. Water resistance.
Yeah.
I'll probably go with the waterproofing on the Essential phone. You know, that would probably be kind of cool because it's kind of neat when you're out and you don't have to worry about getting wet, or if you want to take pictures somewhere, or, you know, do your thing. I like waterproofing on the phone.
Okay.
Hey, does somebody have background noise? Like somebody feeding a dog or something?
Give me a second, though. I'm about to go check on something, but you guys continue right quick. I gotta make a quick step off.
All right.
All right.
So that must have been.
Eric says someone's fighting in the background. Alan was like somebody's packing cold cuts in the fridge. I don't know. I heard some noise in the background.
Right.
You know, but I won't read what Eric just said. But that was some good questions that Rob had. So
yeah, those were pretty cool. Some were kind of tough.
They really was.
So can I add on to that? Because, you know, as everybody, YouTubers and stuff like that, and we go through, we still getting that background noise though. Like, where's that coming from? Forbes, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, it's gone now. It's gone now. I think Leo done muted himself and Rob done muted himself, so we're waiting on them. So let me ask you a question. Like, what's your go-to accessories, Forbes? Like your go-to accessory brand, the brands you go to for quality, like when it comes to accessories for your phone.
As far as cases, it would be UAG and the speaking cases.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go.
Speaking or Speegin or however you want to say it.
Yeah, I've been going to Speegin for a minute too. I've been going to Speegin. I've been going to Speegin since I was watching Floss. I got Speegin from watching Flossie Carter. But UAG, that's like my go-to. They make I think they make like the most unique cases for phones. I love their cases. UAG, I like Tech 21 is pretty cool. They make good TPUs and stuff like that, but you gotta, you know, pay for it. But this company right here, this Ringy company, I don't know how good you can see this, but yo, this case was only $6.99 on Amazon, and it's pretty lit. It's pretty lit up, and I mean, the reason I say that is because it's like a thick, like it's like not one of those TPUs where you like, where it's real flimsy, or like a $6.99 super flimsy TPU. Like it's pretty thick and it's pretty solid. And then you got like brushed aluminum look. Then you got carbon fiber look. You got glossy black for $6.99 over on Amazon.
Well, who makes that case?
Rinky.
Okay.
If you can see it right here, Rinky.
I had that one for the V20. That was one of my favorite cases.
Matter of fact, it's still, and I you know what, I still got it on my HTC 10 too right now, and same setup, real good case for like under $10, like really quality. So I like, you know, I like when I get, you know, we can always go and find something cheap, but like when you find something at a good price that's actually quality, that's pretty dope.
Yeah, that's the best.
Yeah, Alan said Poetic makes some good cases too, which they really do. You know, I had a Poetic case for my S8 Plus that was really good. I had one I had cases everywhere. This case for the G6, this Poetic case for the G6 is great.
Yeah,
it's kind of dirty now.
I like that. That's the Affinity series, the Poetic Affinity series. I think that's one of the cases I grab for every phone too. One of my favorite transparent joints right there, the Affinity series.
I
I think I got
Yes,
that.
I got this one for the Note 8. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's got like a clear back, and then it's got like
Is that Caseology?
no, this is somebody sent this to me, Patchworks or something like that. And
Okay.
it's almost clear. It's got like a clear box on the back, and then the top is black. It's kind of sweet. I like it for the Note 8.
I like the contrast on there. I like cases where like contrast go from one look to another look, or one material to another material.
Yeah.
You know.
I made a video on 2 cases from this company for the Note 8. I really like them too. It's only like $4.95 on Amazon, and they work out pretty well.
What type of cases are there?
It was a clear one, a TPU, and then a dual layer case. I'm trying to find the clear one now. Let's see. I got cases everywhere.
I had somebody at my door, so so I had to run check my door.
A UPS dropping off that V30.
No, it was my daughter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she left her ID in the house. She's going to a Halloween haunted house thing.
A UPS dropping off that V30.
It was my. We got an echo. Is that me?
Yeah, I think that's you.
That was me. I think that was me.
Oh, yeah.
I had a plan. I'm trying to do something over here. Okay. Okay.
All right. Well, that was it for my little 5 questions things. I ain't have any more. That was the end of that.
Well, I asked the question while you was gone. I was just saying, as most of us being YouTubers and whatnot, what are your go-to brands for accessories for your devices, like the ones that you really like and that are really quality?
Oh man. Yeah. Well, I like protecting my phone, so I'm a case. I go with cases, and it's hard to find a screen protector, man. You can find a screen protector for an iPhone like that, but when you start getting into these curved screens,
It's
like,
dead.
it's hard. That Sandstone, I'm gonna try that. My boy, Ujoy Mania, I call him the accessory king. He's my go-to guy for accessories and stuff, and we talk, and he's been like a mentor to me as far as when I got into YouTube. So he tells me things, what have you. So he swears by that Sandstone, but it's a long process. It's like to put that case on, but it's a curved screen, but it has the glue all the way throughout the screen. You know what I'm saying? You know how like those curved screens only got it around the edge. This one's got it like a flat screen protector. It's sticky all the way through, not just on the edges. So you don't have that problem with the touching and that little popping noise you get, because you might get those little gaps between the screen protector and your display. Yeah, but that Sandstone, I think their screen protector costs like $35 or $40.
Wow.
Yeah, they tax for these screen protectors because, like I said, the one that Tech 21 sent me, it was like a thick film type screen protector, supposed to protect your phone from all these things. And I think the MSRP was like $39.99, and I mean it's just a film. And after a couple cases, me reviewing cases, taking those cases off, putting them on, that joint just start curling around the edges. And now to the point where it was hard for me to hit the home button or the back button, so it was pretty much dead. But I'm gonna go over some of these comments, and some of these I can't read now that I'm saying. But PhonetechatWork said Poetic is the go-to. Tech for your needs says Anchor for portable charging. Yeah, Anchor is really dope. Like I got
Anchor's good.
an Anchor cable right now. I love their power line cables. If you look at my Instagram, I got anchor power banks and power line cables, and I go to them all the time because they never fail on me. Um, okay, TK said that the string working, but they figured that out.
What's up, TK?
TK,
Yeah, TK said he likes that UAG, man. Those cases are good. Those are some UAG serious.
Yeah, I love UAG, man. I go to UAG for every phone. Like look, my iPhone right now. You know what I'm saying? UAG on deck. You know what I'm saying? My iPad, UAG on deck.
You know what's a good combo? The S8 with the UAG case. That's perfect. I don't know what it is. That's like a perfect combination. Because that phone is so thin and skinny.
They give you a little. They
Yeah.
give you something to grab.
Yeah.
Pause.
Speeding for me.
Speeding. I just picked up a speeding case actually, but I changed the case when I was on my way downstairs. But I just picked up the Hold on, I can't think of the name of it. I think it may be. I'm not sure it was a new case, but it took them a little longer for them to ship it to me because I think they just kind of like brought it out for the Note 8 or whatever. But I'll let you know. Like I'm down here with bad service, but I kind of upgraded myself. You know, I upgraded myself. Y'all was talking so bad about me. I actually had to take my phone, cut the hotspot on, and kind of sit it like near the steps somewhere where I'm walking around when I went off, when I muted myself and cut the camera off, I was walking around doing speed tests. Like I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of these guys in this stream calling me 2G Tech Life. So I had to walk around and do some speed tests and take a survey of the basement real quick.
Don't worry about it, man. Miguel means well, man. Miguel means well. It's something about Puerto Ricans. We like to have fun.
Yeah. He has too much fun.
Yeah. He's a good guy.
Yeah. All right. So, anything going on that interests you? What's going on as far as like Android tablets? I haven't. It's been real quiet. Anybody heard any news on any tablets?
Man. Yeah. Ever since I got my Surface Pro a couple years ago, I haven't picked up a tablet, man. I mean, for me, I could yank the keyboard off, use it as a tablet, or I can use it as a laptop. That for me, that sold me. I used to rock the Nexus 7. I used to rock the Pixel, the Google one. Which one? What was the Google one they had? That was a Google Pixel or something like that.
Oh yeah. It
was that the Nexus 10 or something like that?
No, they had another one too out.
Ultra Pix or something like that. Yeah. But I'm telling you that if you want a tablet, just get an iPad.
Yeah,
that's the way to go. You know.
I got an iPad and I barely use it. I barely use it. But I mean, it's still the best tablet that I have. It's one of the best tablets out there. But as far as like, it's hard. That tablet space is real hard right now because it's like, okay, I got a Note, and then when I'm most of the times if I got really time to sit somewhere and do something, I'm doing full on stuff. Whereas though I need to use my laptop like now, so it's hard for me. Like sometimes I'll force myself before a stream, and I haven't even done this in a couple of streams. I'll force myself to like look at the comments on the stream with my tablet just to feel like I'm getting some use out of this.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
$700 I spent.
Even though a lot of us who are Android, we always tend to fall on iPad, Apple ecosystem for our tablets. Well, who else? Sean say Android tablets are not impressive. Total Tech said the Nexus 7 was awesome. HTC made the Nexus 9, but he said he got the 12.9 inch second gen iPad with 512 gigabytes. Nivea Shield, that was a decent one. What about you, Joseph? How do you feel about tablets? Do you mess with them or?
I have a first gen iPad. That was the last, and then my daughter has a a Galaxy. Oh, which one? I don't know. I paid a couple $100 for it. I forgot which one it was though. That she
Galaxy
used.
Tab.
She doesn't really use it. Yeah, Galaxy Tab something 10.9 or something. I don't know exactly what it was. I bought it for her. She used it for maybe 4 or 5 months, and then went back to iPad. Because they had the iPad Mini second edition or something that they use. But right now, I just use my phones really, or my my laptop.
Do you
You
guys
know,
think?
Tablets is kind of dead.
Do
I
you
keep
think?
my book bag, but I don't do nothing with them.
Foldable displays is going to put business phones that can fold out to
your audio is going in and out, man.
Yeah, your audio's going in and out. 2G Rob, ha 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 ha. It's like no, you know what? Don't talk about Rob because Rob came to my defense.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Rob came to my defense.
I'm going in.
That's my man. RP3. You
Yeah.
going in and out, but it's okay.
All right.
He must be using an iPhone 8 Plus.
I'm using HTC. But I might have to switch over because it's getting low on battery.
Oh, that's probably what it is. Your battery's running low.
Yeah.
Y'all guys check. Did y'all guys see this on Amazon? The new Echo devices that's going on sale.
Yeah.
I can't see it.
Yeah,
You're
It's a
terrible.
Note 8.
okay, let me turn it down. Yeah, you know, I got so many nits over here that you guys can't see it. Let me turn these nits down.
Turn the nits down, man. The nits are too high.
Oh, you still can't see. Hold on, let me turn these. This thing is ridiculous. Like this is why I love Samsung. There you go. And everything they got, you know, a little sale going on. I'm thinking about that 5 TV myself because it's 4K. Between that and because I never grabbed the Ultra Chromecast. I'm thinking about grabbing that 4K Fire TV.
I'm telling you, the best streaming device, hands down, is the NVIDIA Shield.
Yep.
For real?
Yeah. Don't even play with, don't play with them Fire Sticks, man. That's the best $200 I ever spent in my life. The best.
I'm gonna have to try that out because
Man, it does 4K, it does everything, and it's a horse, man. I mean, it runs anything. You can run Kodi, Netflix, the works. I mean, it's top notch. I held out. I kept trying to use Fire Sticks, Roku. When I got the NVIDIA Shield, it was like a different world.
I'm gonna have to check that out. Hopefully, or maybe they have a Black Friday deal on it because that's outside of maybe like one more phone. That's what I'm really waiting on is Black Friday. See what kind of deals they got on Black Friday. I actually might try to make me some money on Black Friday. Because I think the Black Friday when they had what was it? It was like a Moto E for $9.99 at Best Buy.
Yeah.
I went there. They still had mad Moto E's left. I bought all of them and put them right on eBay and made a killing.
Wow.
So if it's something out there, they throwing them little prepaid phones out there like that, you grab you a whole lot of them. And just like I didn't sell them as a lot, I sold them individually, and you know, like maybe like triple my money damn near.
Where'd Rob go? He got to get that battery.
Yeah, Rob he's probably going to pull out his new device. 8 Plus. That's the 8 Plus.
What you on now, Rob?
He got to plug his headphones in first. Look at him.
Oh, okay. I go wired, man. I've learned too many lessons.
All right, guys, I'm back in it.
There you are. What you on now?
No, I went ahead. I went ahead and jumped. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
Yeah.
Loud and clear.
There's like 2 of you now, though.
Uh-oh.
That's the good Rob and the bad Rob.
The bad. I ain't muted him, but he left.
He got rid of the good Rob. Oh man. What headphones you got there, Forbes? You got them Bose?
Beats. Old
Beats.
like first. Yeah. Yeah, some Beats.
I just got the Samsung Level ones. I like those, the Bluetooth. I got them right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like those. I got a great deal on them.
All right.
Man, the good Rob is back, but the bad Rob is still there too.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to get rid of it.
Don't worry about it. It ain't gonna. No one can see it on the stream.
All right. No, I had to plug into the iMac and jump in. So.
Oh.
Nice. Oh.
Okay. You get an A plus. You got an A plus. You got an iMac.
Yeah.
I'm in TLD.
Yeah. I'm a little into the Apple. I'm into the Apple ecosystem a little more than y'all think.
secret Apple fanboy.
Yeah, man, you're a closet Apple guy.
Yeah, I ain't like Alan though.
Not like Alan.
I ain't like that
Alan was
guy.
rocking some 5C the other day on one of his streams. I was like, wow.
Yeah, sounds like
he was. He was proud of that little 5C too. He's like, yeah, my 5C
he was
right
hype about it. He's like, just in case I gotta sell this phone, guys, I got this backup phone right here. So I'm ready to throw the SIM card in there, guys, so I can still have iMessage.
Oh man. All right, I gotta make sure 5C for the win. Alan's stupid. Oh man. Alan always be punking out on our stream sometime, man. He want to run everything but don't want to show up.
So what y'all think about the Google event on Wednesday?
That's gonna be hype. I'm ready for it, man. I can't wait to see that thing. I mean, we've already seen it, I guess, but just for them to, break it out and show it off to everybody, and I think everybody, the Pixel was a pretty good phone for their first official Google phone. So I'm looking forward to see what kind of improvements they can make on the Pixel 2.
I mean, Google's been doing I don't know if you have Google Home or not, but Google Home they have been doing a lot of work on that Google Home too. Like, I know that there's an update that you can set a reminder now. I can make phone calls on my Google Home. I already control my lights. They just dropped something about controlling LG's smart refrigerators and washing machines and stuff. So I'm kind of excited to see what they're gonna do with the Google Homes too on Wednesday.
Yeah, they're gonna have some new products that they're coming out with.
Yeah. I heard something about the Google stereo surround system too or something.
Right.
Am I cutting out?
No, you good.
Oh, okay.
Rob, you good?
All right.
I got a question, right? So, as far as let's say Apple TV, now where's Google falling short as far as as far as it goes to buying into an ecosystem? Like with Apple, most folks that's been with Apple for a couple years, they bought into the ecosystem. They got Apple TV, they got subscriptions, they got iTunes. Now, as far as Google goes, where are they falling short? Because I feel like Chromecast should be like Apple TV, but nobody's really bought into Google all the way like people bought into Apple.
I think they're two different ecosystems. I mean, Apple has it down as far as with the iMessage, iTunes, buying music, having music across your devices. Google, they're too, what's the word that they said? Fragmented?
Yeah.
Google's very fragmented, but I don't think Google cares because Google has so many products. They have Google Chrome, they have Google Maps, they have so many other products that people use on a daily basis. And with the Samsung blowing up, you know, Samsung's, you know, with all their devices, the way they've blown up, they've given Google a lot more business. LG, HTC. You got companies like ZTE now. You know, Echo was trying to come out with products. You got Axon. You know, I mean, there's so many things that Google does that's different from Apple. Google, I don't think will ever be that good as Apple, as far as having everything on an ecosystem that is flawless. I don't think it's going to happen. You know, I just think there's too much fragmentation when it comes to the Android operating system, which people think is bad, but I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's a good thing.
I think when you just said the way you just put it, you're right, because like I would never use, like, Google has apps that you still gonna use on your iPhone, like Maps,
Right.
stuff like that. Like Maps, I would never use the navigation that's on the iPhone. I forget the name of it, but it's horrible. But Maps beats everything to me.
Yeah, but if you're with somebody that loves Apple and has an iPhone, they're gonna use that Apple Map no matter what. They're like walking around with it and stuff. And I'm like, just use the Google Maps one. They're like, no, man, that don't work that good. I'm like, okay.
Anyhow, I don't know. The Apple ecosystem, to me, they had a lot of problems earlier too with signing deals with major companies, didn't they? Didn't they have like problems with Warner Brothers and some other companies when they were doing their 4K? I can't remember the exact companies, but I think they got everything under control now and what have you. So I mean, you knew sooner or later they was going to have that together. They weren't going to sit back and let that fall off and let Google have that portion of the market, that video market, to themselves. Even though it's fragmented, though, I think Google do a pretty good job of somewhat keeping it together, because, you know, companies like Samsung and LG hasn't come up with their own personal streaming services or movie deals or what have you. So even though it's fragmented, I think Google, that's probably maybe the only good thing Google probably might have under control. But everything else, like software and everything else, is fragmented and screwed up.
But like you said, like this is just a small piece of Android news. You can now actually on iOS 11, you can actually in that Files app, you can get into your Google Drive. So that just show you how much, you know what I'm saying, how clutch those Google applications are, even though, you know, people are not buying into the whole ecosystem as a whole like people do Apple. But the apps are, you know, really clutch.
Yeah.
Real quick, for the comments, Tech for Your Needs Lewis said, "Are y'all into home automation?" So I guess he has a question for us. Do y'all do any type of home automation?
I'm trying to get into things like smart lights and locks and everything. I don't think I can talk my wife into putting a smart lock on the on the house. I don't know if she'll go for that, because she'll be the one that's locked out and pissed off at me when I'm pulling up in the driveway, and she couldn't get in the house for like 30 or 40 minutes, whereas, you know, you could have just went in with a key. But I don't. I think if I do get into it, it's going to be as far as lighting. I'll probably start off with lighting and go from there.
I'm gonna get into it too.
Go ahead.
Oh no, you go ahead. I haven't.
Wow.
Who's on first?
Yeah, who's up first? Go ahead. Come on.
Go BG.
BG. Go BG. You got street.
Oh man, no. I was just saying. No, I said I will get into it, because while I'm in the basement, you know, but there's another room in the basement or whatever that I'm going to actually turn into an office. But of course, I'm going to need like I'm gonna have to run some type of Ethernet down here to make sure that my signal is strong. But I'm trying to make like myself an official office for my, YouTube and just for my, whole desktop setup and stuff like that. So I'm trying to get into that stuff and learn about it as much as possible. I don't think I'm going to be like Team Crispy, but it'll be pretty nice. So
But I do have some lights that I have automated. I can actually turn on the lights right now if I wanted to. I have the Nest, which is pretty cool. I don't have the smart door lock yet, but I want one. But I can check my Nest or turn my Nest up with Google Home again. And I have I don't use the smart lights from like Philips. I have the Samsung smart things that have the little hub that the lights connect to. So, and Google Home talks to that. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Like the outside lights come on at what sunset, and then it comes on at sunrise. So it's pretty cool. I can control the lights from my phone.
Yeah, we have the Nest for the AC, and then we got the Ring doorbell, the camera. That thing is awesome. That thing is awesome.
Yeah, I'm thinking about getting that.
That thing that's a good thing to have.
Yeah, I gotta get that. I'm thinking. Anyhow, all right. Well, what's been going on here? How long we been streaming here, BG?
We've been streaming for exactly
an hour and 45 minutes.
Hour and 45 minutes.
Oh, okay. We're doing pretty good.
We just started.
Any questions? Any questions in the stream? Well, I know you just started.
See, wow, bro.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
I don't think you meant it that way, but it sounded funny.
No, I mean like,
man,
no way. Because I saw the Henny glass go up. A little earlier.
That's not Henny. I'm not drinking Henny.
Okay.
I'm gonna need some Henny in a minute, but no, I'm not drinking Henny.
All right.
Just in the comments, Miguel said he's out. Fellas, y'all be safe, brothers. Great stream tonight. Hey, Miguel, thank you for coming. Thank you for giving BG a hard time. Actually, Big Dog said I have a nest for my bird.
That's crazy, man.
Big Dog, man. I swear Big Dog be smoking in the stream.
I tell you.
Big Dog be smoking in the streams.
Sean said you can't trust none of those products or none of these products. So, definitely. I don't know. I have a couple of smart products that I can use. That's pretty cool. Miguel said also kudos to BG for taking the jokes like an AG.
yeah, BG, you've been taking them. You got BG got a good sense of humor, man.
He's a good guy.
I keep telling y'all though, y'all gonna catch him on the wrong day.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna catch him on the wrong day. And he gonna come out swinging.
Nah. You can't swing on anybody on YouTube, Rob. So
I know. I know.
I don't know if you've seen on Twitter, but I got a new phone today, by the way.
Oh yeah, you got that G5 Plus.
Did you?
It came
You got
in
that
early.
Moto G.
Yeah, let me see what that look like.
I don't have it open yet. I just got it today.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna do an unboxing.
Yeah, I gotta do unboxing. But it was supposed to come in like Thursday of next week, and I got an email from them today saying, "Hey, you missed your package." I'm like, man, that was quick.
Man, you getting up there in easy territory with them phones.
I'm trying to. And I have the Chinese phone too, the Yumi Digi Crystal phone.
How's that phone?
Watch the video. I'm trying to make the video now, but
I'll check it out.
It's all right. I mean, if I have Verizon, I think it would be a lot better. But they have some problems with it. I have a lot of forced closeouts on apps. It like freezes up on me. When you get notifications, it freezes up. And with T-Mobile, I'm getting like less than 2G speed. So
That's terrible.
I knew that. I knew that when I bought it, so I got the lower version. I only paid $109 for it, so I knew what I was getting into. I just wanted it because it just looked pretty cool online.
Hey, Joseph, when you do your camera videos, are you using a special kind of gimbal?
No, it's just you mean the videos when they side by side videos?
Yeah.
I just hold them out. I hold the phones with my hands.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe you had a gimbal or something, man.
I don't have a gimbal. I don't own a gimbal.
I got a little.
All I do. Hold on.
Get that Osmo.
I do this. Hey, welcome. This is Forbes. This is Joseph from Forbes Tech Reviews. I'm doing a comparison between the D6 and the S8. Let me know how the video looks. And I just hold it with my hands.
So you hold a straight up landscape mode, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I found I'm gonna start doing some of that. And I found this little deal on Amazon. I think it was like 15. I think it's like 15 or 20 bucks, and you can put the phone in between these little deals, and then hold them at the same time.
Group me.
Huh?
I might have to get that.
Yeah.
Send me the link group me or something because I might have to get that.
Yeah, it's real cheap, and you could put both phones, but they won't go in landscape because they'll bump into each other because the phones are kind of long these days.
Yeah.
So you almost got to turn this in a straight up and down
So you gotta
landscape
do portrait mode.
Portrait mode.
Yeah.
And do the videos like that.
Okay, but that joint is holding the phones though, right?
Right. Yeah. It holds the phones.
Okay,
Yeah,
ain't not
snaps 'em in.
sliding out, right?
Huh?
And I was just making sure it's nothing sliding out. I see how separate.
Yeah.
It's got a good grip though, right?
Yeah. It's got a real nice grip there.
Okay.
And you just hold the phones up, and you can walk with them at the same time, and get the video.
That's
side by
tight.
side. So
I'm
gonna try to do some camera videos like Joseph been doing. So I was wondering if he had a gimbal or something, because this one is okay. I tried testing it out. It ain't the best, but there are some others out there that are way more expensive than this. But
I might have to try that one out too, but yeah, I just hold it portrait mode and just walk around my neighborhood or my backyard or wherever I feel like walking at. I'm doing one with the OnePlus 5 and the Galaxy Galaxy Note 8, the Note 8. So that one's coming out too soon. But I've been working a lot trying to pay for all these phones. But I mean, I know I'm gonna catch heat because I did the OnePlus 5 plus the Note 8 at 1080p, 60 frames per second. And when you do that with the Note 8, you're gonna get hate from everybody because the Note 8 just has trouble focusing at 60 frames per second. It's just
at 1080.
You have to actually tap the screen to make it focus quicker, and it's just I'm like, come on, fix this for me.
Well, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, right? Because that I'm like I'm bullshit, but no, I want to ask a question. Did you ever try that mode? Because I haven't tried it, and you're obviously doing a lot more camera testing than I do on my channel, or whatever. But the mode where you can where you can select the object, and then no matter how you move the camera, how you move the phone, the camera will continually track that object and focus on that object.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's like a direct focus, like it's like whatever, like if
focus or something.
Yeah.
I have not, BG, to be honest. But if you filming with the Note 8, if if it stays out of focus too long, you just tap the screen and it focuses. But you shouldn't have to do that. I got an update on the Note 8 before I did this video. I'm like, okay, maybe they fixed the focusing problems on 1080p 60 frames per second, and it's still the same. And I mean, I know I'm gonna get hate on the video because I'm like, hey, I think I said on the video, come on, Note 8, focus. I know you can do it. and it's not even going up to the screen real close. I did like a quick pan, and it lost focus for like a couple seconds. You know? So, but it is what it is. I mean, don't get me wrong. The Note 8 cameras are anything besides that. The 4K looks great. The 1080p 30 frames per second looks great. The front camera looked pretty good too when I was doing it. I haven't edited that part of it. But those videos take a while to do, believe it or not.
Yeah,
they take a couple days.
No, that's a lot of work, man. You could tell.
Yeah.
You know, they do take. But for Alan, here's the crystal phone. There you go. The back of it. The fingerprint scanner. I was reading online. They said, "Oh, it's quick and it never fails." I have to actually look at the fingerprint to find it. And everything else, but you know,
looks like
it's okay. I mean,
looks like the HD2 rebirth.
Oh yeah, it definitely.
It says bezel-less display, but it has a big chin. I mean, I don't know if you can see that. Definitely has a big chin at the bottom. But you know, and then it almost like the Mi Mix, you gotta hold the phone upside down if you want to take a selfie because the camera's at the bottom of it.
That drives me crazy, the Mi Mix.
So yeah,
I hate that bottom camera.
Selfie, you have to turn it the other way. But I mean, I paid $109 with shipping, so I just said, hey, why not try it out? Yeah. But yeah, I'm trying to do videos, but I've just been so busy with work.
Yeah, if anybody is interested in picking up one of those gimbal deals that I was using. The company is called Live Stream Gear, and for smartphones. Let me see here. I'm trying to find it on Amazon right now as we speak. But they got a whole lot of stuff where, man, they got stuff where you can attach it to your chest and then have the phone out in front of you. That's a little bit too much, but let me see here. I'm looking on my app here. Let's see if I can hold it up. I don't know if anybody can see that or not. Probably can't see. Anyhow, I'm gonna try to get a link and put it into the people are asked about it in the stream.
Yeah, drop a link in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely try to pick that up. I'll see how it works out for the videos, but yeah, I just hold the phones up and walk around. Like I said, I do it. It seems like it works better and easy to edit if I do it in portrait mode than landscape. Okay. You know, it just seemed like I tried to do it in landscape and I just couldn't get it to. It just didn't look right when I was trying to edit it on Adobe Premiere Pro.
I see what you're talking about, Forbes. So I was just playing with this Note 8, and you know, just I don't know why I just did it, but just I see exactly what you're talking about, though.
What?
That's crazy. As far as it's not autofocusing with the video camera, the rear video camera at 1080p, 60 frames per second. Is like it doesn't even like really attempt to autofocus until you literally hit the screen. Like that's crazy.
And that's, I mean, yes, you don't have to film at 1080p 60 frames per second because you know it's going to do that. But again, you're paying $950 for a phone. It should work, you know. But I mean, it is what it is. Until they fix it, we can film in 4K, 1080p, 30 frames per second. But you know. Yeah. I was just testing. When I was doing the video, I was like, I went to my tree. I'm going to the tree. Let's see how it focuses, and it's like out of focus. And I press it, and it comes into focus. I'm like, hey, good job, good job, Note 8. You know? but it is what it is. I mean, I think we all just love our phones and we enjoy it. And BG likes the Note 8. Alan likes the iPhone 8 Plus. I like the HTC U11. And I mean, I know we get all in heated. We get in debates. We go after each other. But as long as we just enjoy the phone that we have, who cares what people think about it? You know.
You know what? Last stream I thought about that, right? And I was like, really, all this breaks down to personal preference. You know, all these phones have strong points and weak points. Now, whatever you're looking for, or whatever you have a taste for, or whatever you like, that will guide you to the phone that you like, or the ecosystem. Like got Apple here, Android here, and you know, I said it last stream. People that when you like certain things, you go for Apple. When you like that consistency, when you like simplicity, when you like something that's a little more locked down, and less just a little less complicated, and it, you know, and it runs like it's less complicated, you go to Apple. And if you want some creativity and you want to be able to do a couple different things, you may tend to go to Android when you're a little bit more into your phone, because honestly, to be an Android person, or, you know, deal with the Android system, you have to, you know, do a little research or just really take time to find out what's going on and figure out what's going on. But I mean, it's all in personal preference, you know. If I like a phone that has the best camera in the world and I don't care about battery life, you know, this phone may be for me. And if I like battery life and don't like camera, this phone may be for me. So it's all about, like, me, myself, from my channel, I will never hate on any other phone. I'm not going to say, oh, the iPhone is this or that phone is that. I'm going to stop doing that, because at the end of the day, you want a variety and a selection, and everybody's going to have that personal preference. So that's why it's out there for us to spend our money. So, you know.
Those some good words, man. Those are good words.
Amen. You know, hey, like me and Leo, we both have. I can't even find my Essential phone. It must be downstairs. Me and him have the Essential phone, and I think me and him actually like it. You know, I use it every day, and some people I see online or even in that Telegram group saying, "Oh, the camera's awful, the picture's awful." I mean, I did a comparison, and my pictures look pretty good. I mean, and that's another thing. You get comments like, "Oh, you must enhance the pictures on the Essential phone, because my Essential phone don't do that." Time to enhance the picture. All I do is auto mode, look at the object, and try to get the same angle and hit the picture, and then post it on Premiere Pro and put it to YouTube. That's all I do. I don't have time to enhance a picture on one phone and not the other phone. And I mean, I'm a YouTuber. I'm not going to do anything falsify and try to make the phone look good because I like it. It's just, it is what it is, you know?
Yeah, the couple of times that I did do a camera video, I specifically tell in the beginning of the video that this is out the box, no setting change, just fresh out the box, as if you just bought it, and I'm taking it with no adjustments. I literally have to tell them at the beginning of each video, this is how I'm filming it, because you don't want them to be saying, well, you did this, or you're favoring one camera over the other.
Right.
Or they're gonna say you gotta wipe the camera with a microfiber.
Yeah, clean the lens.
Yeah, clean the lens.
I actually had somebody DM me on Twitter and told me that about the Essential phone, that I was photoshopping the pictures in Essential phone because he wasn't getting those pictures and everything else. I'm like, okay, dude, whatever. You know, if you think I have time to do that, yeah, then you believe it.
Yeah. Well, you know how the camera, all the reports of the camera supposedly being bad on the Essential phone, you know how that started? It started with that one picture that leaked, that Essential sent out. And I don't know if you guys remember that. I don't know if it was Ruben or one of his executives sent out a picture of like the skyline of New York, or I forget where it was. And it was like, it wasn't a good picture. So everybody's like, oh, the Essential phone is not going to have a good camera. So they kind of jumped on that. And then the reviewers got a hold of it and they started reporting that the camera was bad. without even doing any tests like Forbes or myself, because even in my video, I put links to the pictures that I took on the HTC U11, on the Note 8, and on the Essential camera, and on the Essential camera with the Google camera. And of course, the U11 takes much better pictures, and so does the Note 8. But the camera on the Essential phone is not terrible. It's not bad. It's good. It's not terrible like everybody's reporting. And the people that say, yeah, it's essential. And most people who say, oh, the camera's bad, that picture is trash, they don't even have the phone. So it's like, if you don't have the phone, then how do you know the camera's bad? So to me, I always say, if you want to try the phone, don't believe what everybody tells you, like easy. And you guys always say, hey, get the phone for yourself. Right. See what it's about, See if that phone is a good phone. And like he said, see if it's the phone for you, Maybe you don't need a phone with a good battery, but you want a phone with a good camera. So get that phone. It just depends what you want, Me and Forbes kind of have the same kind of personality when it comes to phones. So we like the Essential. But some people like the Note 8. Some people like, the U11. Some people like, the iPhone 8, the iPhone 7. So it just depends.
But a lot of folks, if you notice, like honestly on YouTube, a lot of folks that beat a phone up do not own the phone, and it's like they'll beat a phone up that they've never even had in their hands. And if they did have it in their hands, it was only for a split second in demo mode. So, that's why it's like you can only take that with a grain of salt, You just only report on your own experiences. Everybody experience with a device is not going to be the same,
Right.
Or like I went to Sprint and I saw the Essential phone. That phone's trash. Okay, with a white thing that's stuck to the back that you can barely grab to take a picture in the store, you're going to judge the phone, So like, okay, start a channel and do reviews from the store. That would be a hot channel.
Somebody did that.
Yeah, you're right. That one guy did that. I remember that.
I've done the impressions, like like when the Note comes out or the S something comes out and it's at Best Buy, but you can't buy it yet. I'll go look at it. And I may, take a little look at it prior to it release and report. I'm not gonna say, oh, the phone's trash, the phone's garbage, or it's the best phone ever. I'm just gonna say, okay, what I see and kind of how it feels in maybe the hand and stuff like that. But as far as time goes, it's 11:37, guys. So
Jason,
yeah, I gotta jump out.
Yeah,
I think.
Go ahead, BG.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and cut it off. But I want all you guys to do your outros and just let the folks know, the good folks know that's in the stream where they can find you, and just shout out to the channel. So we're gonna start with, is Forbes there?
I don't know what Forbes doing.
Forbes Tech Review. I don't know, Forbes. So
Forbes, we got you.
Yeah, for Forbes, we about to cut it up. We're about to cut the live stream off, Forbes. So we're doing outros, and we're gonna start with you, Forbes.
Sorry about that. My headphones died. But hey, I'm Forbes. I'm Forbes Tech Reviews. You can follow me at Forbes Reviews at Twitter. My channel is YouTube /Forbes Tech Reviews. It's been fun, like always. BG, great host. So yeah. Until next time.
All right.
Echo.
That's how I was having when I had the Bluetooth ones in. Anyway, what's up, everybody? My channel is RPIII Tech Reviews, but you can find it on youtube.com/Rob Pouncey. You can also follow me on Twitter at RPIII Roman numeral 3 Tech. And also, if you want to follow me on Instagram, is Robber like you cops and robbers, ROBBER 32. Other than that, I appreciate you guys watching me and supporting my channel. And Leo.
Yeah, what's up, man? I'm Leo, but you can catch me on YouTube at Android Stud. I just started my channel. I'm new to the game. I'm learning from all you guys, man. I appreciate all the encouragement and all the things I learned from you guys. So I got the Essential phone, the Note 8, and I've been doing some reviews on different things, cases. But yeah, you can follow me on Twitter at Android Stud, and also right here on YouTube at Android Stud.
Hey, and one more thing. Any people who, well, I guess, asked about the link for this little gimbal thing, I'm going to send it to BG, and he can put it inside the description.
Cool.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Well, thanks for everyone that joined us tonight. Team 100 Tech Talk episode 14. Thanks for sticking by me with my technical difficulties. I'm BG Tech Life. You can follow me, or you can subscribe to my channel. If you're watching right now, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. It should be somewhere around there. You can follow me on Instagram, BG Tech Life. Follow me on Twitter, BG_Tech Life. Everybody's link will be down in the description. I put all the links in the description except for Leo because he wasn't originally on the stream, but I'm gonna put your link down in the description, Leo.
Appreciate it.
And Rob, go ahead and send me that link. I'll put that other link in the description for the gimbal. And like I said, everybody just thanks for coming checking us out. Team 100. We'll be back next week, next Friday, anywhere between 9 and 10 p.m. Eastern time. Peace.
Peace, guys.
All right, thanks,
Peace,
guys.
y'all.